Anatomy of Chi, Volume 1, Chapter 9. Now, last week I spoke about cancer and diseases and how they could manifest from dietary or emotional or work stress type issues. And today I'm going to give some ideas that are a little bit more lighter, might make you feel a little bit better about your upcoming and impending life as it may unfold. Every 7 years, every cell in our body is replaced with another cell. So for example, if it's a lung cell, every 7 years you have new lung cells. If it's a heart cell, every 7 years you have new heart cells. Now they don't all happen at the same time. So in other words, it's not like at one, all of a sudden you have a new body. But in the general replacement of things, every 7 years, all the cells in the body are replaced. Now, what's the good news about that? The good news about that is if you start taking care of yourself, the cells that replace themselves will be of higher quality. So let's take somebody who doesn't eat right. The body might be used to a lot of the junk that they eat, and some of the cells, their skin might not look right, their hair might be brittle, like I said, their complexion, their digestion. As soon as they start improving their diet, what winds up happening is that the cells will start to improve little by little. And in 7 years' time, they could look like a whole different person with a better complexion and better hair, better nails, stronger nails. And that's just on the surface. Deeper down inside, when you start to eat better, when you start to exercise, the cells that replace them are better cells. My father, when he was my father didn't take care of himself. Maybe that really is what led me to be so into health and prevention. He smoked. He didn't eat well. He got cancer. He died of cancer. But 12 years prior to that, he had a heart attack at age 60. He smoked a lot. He had a quadruple bypass and took him months to recover. And he took that pretty seriously. And after his heart attack at age 60, he started exercising. He would ride on the exercise bike, he'd walk, he'd move his body. He used to hide the fact that he smoked, although everybody in the family knew it, because when he came back in the house, obviously there was the odor of cigarettes. And when he got diagnosed at age 72 with lung cancer, one of the first things the internist said to him is, they said, "Mr. Rosenberg, your heart's great. It's that of a 50-year-old man." So that's interesting. So while he was destroying his lungs with smoke, he had worked on his heart, and he improved his heart. And he said to me, he goes, "Oh my God, I made a terrible mistake." "Yeah, Dad, you did." So maybe he would have gotten another 10, 12, 15 years out of him, out of his body, and lived a lot longer and not passed away from lung cancer. It's food for thought on a lot of levels. So keep in mind, when you're working on something, it's very, my mentor, Dr. Sohn, used to have a little saying, and he used to say, "It's easier not to." What does that mean? Well, after a few weeks of working out, it's easy to come up with an excuse. I don't feel like going to the gym today. I don't feel like going swimming today. The water's cold, I got work to do. It's easier not to. And I got news for you. If you listen to those not tos often enough, all of a sudden you're back to where you were, and in 7 years your body's going to be worse than it was. So the first thing that comes up in our mind, if you will, when we set upon a change of habits, is that resistance to the change of habits, because that resistance was there for a long time. The resistance to eat a certain way, the resistance to not exercise has to be overcome. Okay, it has to be overcome. And if you stick with it, if you do it for 90 days consistently, you'll make a new habit. So let's say you're going to exercise. Say, I want to improve my health, I want to improve my fitness, I don't want to live the lifestyle I've been living, and I want to be healthier, or I'm pretty healthy, I want to be even better. I want to be healthier at 70 than I was at 60, and I want to be healthier at 60 than I was at 50. You got to work on it. Because time and gravity and age acts on all of us, and the only thing that we have in our power is the ability to choose whether we're going to improve what we got. So let's say you're working out. Let's say you decide you're going to walk 2 miles a day, and you do so for 90 days. After 90 days it becomes a habit, and you won't even have to think about it anymore. I work out between Tai Chi, I like to cycle, I I bike ride every day. I walk the dog. I've been doing this for so many years. Again, I'm 52. I started when I was 15. I don't even realize that I'm exercising and moving my body anywhere from 2 to 5 hours a day. I'm also very fortunate that being a chiropractor, it's a pretty physical job. I'm not sitting at a desk. But that being the case, even if I had to sit at a desk, I still have a lot of movement time. But it's become a habit for me. So you have to make it a habit. Now, if you do something for 90 days, it becomes a habit after 90 days. Now, if you take a day off at day 85, the next day after your day off is not day 86, it's day 1. So you have to work with this. It could take people months in order to get that 3 months in a row before it becomes a habit. And once you do that, it'll be like a ball rolling downhill and you won't have to think about it anymore. And it becomes automatic, and what you're doing is you're setting on automatic pilot, if you will, a part of your behavior that actually helps to improve the cells. And let's say that habit was diet. I'm not going to eat this for 90 days. Well, after a while, you don't even crave it. And then the cells that would normally get broken down by eating something that was very acidic or whatever it may be that was bad for you, okay, that habit is broken, that intake of something bad for you. Okay, that's today's discussion about the bright side of what we can do in the future with our energy. Thanks. Bye.